I used to say yes to everything. Yes to helping friends, yes to late-night work emails, yes to events I didn't even want to attend. I thought I was being kind, productive, ambitious. But the truth? I was drowning, exhausted, burnt out, lost in a sea of other people's priorities. But then I discovered the radical, almost rebellious act of saying no, and it changed everything. In this video, I'll take you on the journey that led me from people-pleasing and exhaustion to power, peace, and clarity through one simple word: no. And you'll learn why saying no to everything might just be the most liberating decision of your life. We live in a yes culture. We romanticize hustle. We applaud overcommitment, and we fear silence. Saying yes is applauded. From childhood, we're conditioned to be agreeable, obedient, available. But what happens when yes becomes your default response? You say yes to meetings you don't need, yes to parties that drain you, yes to people who don't value your time. You're left hollow. Psychologists call it the approval addiction, a deeply wired fear of rejection. Our brains are programmed to avoid being excluded. Evolutionary biology links that rejection with survival risks. So we say yes out of fear. Fear of missing out, fear of seeming selfish, fear of conflict, fear of losing love. But saying yes all the time is not love. It's self-abandonment. Saying yes all the time is like letting strangers write your story. It's living on autopilot. Saying no isn't rejection. It's selection. It's not a confrontation. It's a conversation with yourself. Ancient Stoics believed that freedom lies in mastering one's desires, including the desire to please everyone. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And self-mastery begins with saying no. Let me tell you a secret most successful people won't admit. They say no a lot. Steve Jobs once said, "Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things." Warren Buffett? The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Because no is not resistance. It's refinement. Think about this. Every yes is a death of a possibility. When you say yes to what doesn't matter, you're saying no to what does. And when you say no to distractions, you're saying yes to alignment. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's sacred. In Eastern philosophy, particularly in Zen Buddhism, there is a concept called jian. It refers to the space between things, the pause, the breath, the stillness. Saying no creates that space. Without it, life becomes noise. So how do you set a boundary? Start simple. You don't need to explain yourself endlessly. No, I can't commit to that right now. No, I need some time to recharge. No, that doesn't align with my priorities. It's not rude. It's real. You're protecting your energy. And once people sense that your yes is authentic, your no will be respected. Remember, every time you honor your boundary, you reinforce your identity. You reclaim your power. Here's something controversial. Society doesn't benefit from your peace. It profits from your chaos. Burnout is good business. Saying yes to everything keeps you distracted. Scrolling endlessly. Buying constantly. Working overtime for a dream that isn't yours. But when you say no, you interrupt the algorithm. You resist capitalism's pressure to perform. You become dangerous. The monk who says no to desire. The dropout who says no to the system. The artist who says no to convention. They're not just rejecting the world. They're creating a new one. Because no is the doorway to authenticity. And authenticity is the most rebellious act in a world addicted to fakery. When I began saying no, everything changed. I started reading again. I slept deeply. I created things that mattered. I spent time with people who felt like sunshine, not storms. I started hearing my own voice again. Not the voice of the crowd, not the fear, not the noise. Saying no created room. Room for clarity, room for truth, room for joy. Here's the twist. When you start saying no to the world, you start saying yes to yourself. And that's not selfish. That's sacred. Because if you don't protect your time, your energy, your soul, who will? So the next time someone asks you for more than you can give, pause, breathe, and ask yourself this: if I say yes to them, am I saying no to me? Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Just say no.